Physique assessment. The question our expert panel addresses is: what is ultrasound useful for? Professor Tim Ackland.
Well, ultrasound, when used in combination with the FAT software, allows for accurate, reliable and sensitive assessment of subcutaneous adipose tissue. As with skin folds, the ultrasound method samples the subcutaneous adipose depot, but with greater precision, and it is especially good for measuring lean athletes.
Associate Professor Deborah Kerr.
So ultrasound is really useful. It's a new technique that's been evolving. One of the advantages of ultrasound is it gives us an uncompressed layer of adipose tissue, as opposed to skin folds, which is a double layer of compressed adipose tissue and skin. So this compressibility factor we find varies from person to person. So by taking out that compressibility, we're hopefully going to provide a more accurate measure of adipose tissue, subcutaneous adipose tissue in the individual.
Associate Professor Gary Slater.
Ultrasound is a technique that really allows us to be able to directly assess at a particular region of the body the subcutaneous fat, or the fat that's just beneath the skin, as well as through to the muscle and the bone. And this provides real insight in regards to composition at that level. It's an area in which there was initial research interest through the 80s, which has really gained a whole lot more traction in the last couple of years because of ultrasound becoming more portable, more economical, and software being available to help to further automate the process. It carries many of the benefits associated with surface anthropometry, with skin folds for example, but without the assumptions. An example would be with skin folds, we have a compressed double layer of fold. With ultrasound, it is a single uncompressed fold. So you see what you get.
Dr Kagan Ducker.
So ultrasound is a relatively new technique that might take the place of something like skin folds, where we're looking at the subcutaneous fat layer. Something to add a bit of a quantitative edge to how we assess those and use a new technology to hopefully make those measures relatively accurate.
Associate Professor Masaharu Kagawa.
Ultrasound is useful to visualize subcutaneous fat tissue compared to general skin fold technique, which is a compressed layers of subcutaneous tissue. It is a single layer of subcutaneous tissue. Therefore, the participants may give easy to understand what they have been measured.
For further information on physique assessment, see our book, Best Practice Protocols for Physique Assessment in Sport, published by Springer.